Good evening, everyone in the fashion world. I'm Evelyn Rose. By Vogue Style Fashion, a deep dive into the maison that defines timeless elegance. Imagine this, it's 1837 in Paris. The air thick with the scent of fresh leather and the clip-clop of horse-drawn carriages, echoing through cobblestone streets. A young German immigrant named Thierry Hermès steps off a boat, his dreams bigger than his baggage. He doesn't know it yet, but he's about to birth a dynasty, one that will evolve from crafting equestrian finery for royalty to slinging status symbols over the shoulders of A-listers worldwide. Fast forward to 2025 and Hermès isn't just surviving the luxury slowdown, it's thriving, with revenues soaring past 11.9 billion in the third quarter alone, up 9% from last year. While rivals scramble, Hermès remains the quiet colossus, whispering exclusivity in a world screaming for attention. As a YouTuber diving into the world of high-end fashion, I've always been fascinated by brands that don't chase trends. They set them, then hide the map. Hermès is that enigma. This article isn't just a history lesson. It's a bridge between the brand's storied past and its pulsating present. We'll trace its roots from a humble harness workshop to a global empire. Zoom in onto icons, the Kelly and Birkin bags that have become cultural currency, and weave in the fresh drops from 2025 that keep the classics feeling anything but dusty. Whether you're a collector, a casual fan, or just here for the drama of Jane Birkin tossing her straw tote at an unsuspecting exec, buckle up. This is Hermès, where heritage meets hype, and every stitch tells a story. The Saddleborn Saga. Hermès journey from 1837 to today. Hermès origin story reads like a period drama, scripted by Jane Austen with a dash of French flair. Think Pride and Prejudice meets The Devil Wears Prada, but with more bridals than ball gowns. It all kicks off in 1837, when Thierry Hermès, a 28-year-old saddler hailing from Krefeld, Germany, sets up shop at 24 Rue du Faubourg Saint-Honore in Paris. Why Paris? The city was the epicenter of European aristocracy, where nobles pranced about in horse-drawn finery, demanding the finest harnesses to match their egos. Thierry, with his meticulous German precision and French-adapted panache, filled that void. His workshop specialized in high-quality saddles, bridles and harnesses, equestrian gear so supple and strong it could tame a wild stallion or just look damn good doing it. The early days were gritty. Thierry worked solo at first. A pivotal moment came in 1855 when Thierry snagged a first-class medal at the Exposition Universelle in Paris, catapulting his name into the lexicon of luxury. He expanded the atelier, hiring apprentices and embedding a family ethos, craftsmanship over commerce. When Thierry passed in 1878, his son Charles Miles took the reins. Literally, Charles Miles modernized the operation, patenting innovative harness designs like the Orion bit that reduced horse fatigue, an ode to Hermès' early blend of function and finesse. The late 19th century marked Hermès' pivot from pure equestrian to everyday elegance. As automobiles chugged onto the scene, threatening the horse's reign, the family anticipated the shift. In 1892, daughter-in-law Miles Morris's wife, a savvy businesswoman, pushed for diversification. They launched their first leather handbags and luggage trunks, perfect for the jet-setting or train-riding bourgeoisie. By 1900, Hermès was exhibiting at world's fairs, showcasing silk scarves and leather goods that screamed nouveau riche without the vulgarity. Miles Morris, who helmed from 1900 to 1930s, was the visionary expander. He opened branches in London, New York and beyond, and in 1914, introduced the iconic silk Carthos whisper, thin scarves that would later drape the necks of Audrey Hepburn and Jackie O. The Roaring Twenties were Hermès' coming-of-age party. With the rise of women's liberation and the flapper era, the brand debuted its first women's handbag line, including the Haute Cuirassier, a precursor to the Kelly. But it was the 1930s Stat C led Hermès handbag halo. Robert Dumas, Miles Morris son-in-law and fourth-generation leader, refined designs for the modern woman, structured, secure and stylish. World War II tested the Maison's mettle. Production halted, but post-war, Hermès rebounded with perfume launches like Eau de Hermès in 1951, branching into fragrance as a sensory extension of its tactile legacy. Enter the 1950s and 60s, the golden age of celebrity endorsement. In 1956, the Sac Courroies was rechristened the Kelly bag after Grace Kelly, Monaco's princess and Hitchcock's muse, who clutched it on to catch a thief. Magazine covers to shield her baby bump from paparazzi. It became an instant sensation, a symbol of poised power. The decade also saw Hermès Skunker ready to wear, with Jean-Louis Dumas' fifth gen joining in 1978, injecting youthful energy. But the real plot twist? 1984, on a flight from London to Paris, actress Jane Birkin, frustrated with her flimsy straw basket, vents to Jean-Louis seated beside her. Straw spills. Ideas brew. He sketches a bag on acid bag at voile. The Birkin is born, a slouchy antidote to the Kelly's rigidity. The 1980s and 90s were Hermès, Globalization Gambit. Axel Dumas, 6th-gen CEO since 2013, oversees a portfolio spanning leather, silk 60% of sales ready-to-wear watches, jewelry and homeware. By the 2000s, Hermès was a family fortress, 73% owned by descendants, shielding it from LVMH-style conglomerates. The 2008 financial crisis? A blip. Hermès countered with scarcity, limited production fueling desire. Today in 2025, it's a behemoth with 300+ stores worldwide, yet fiercely independent. Revenue hit €8 billion in H1 2025, up 7%, bucking a luxury sector slump thanks to Asia Pacific growth and unwavering quality. Innovations, sustainable sourcing, 90% traceable leathers, and digital restraint, no e-commerce, just in-person rituals that make buying a scarf feel like joining a secret society. From Thierry Hermès saddle shop to Axel's artisan army of 22,000, most lie in France. Hermès embodies savoir-faire, the art of doing. It's not just survived 187 years. It's redefined luxury as legacy, where every piece carries the ghost of a horse scallop, the Kelly bag, grace, structure, and the art of restraint. If the Birkin is the rock star of Hermès handbag lineup, loud, lived in, and unapologetically bold, the Kelly is its ballerina, precise, poised, and eternally graceful. Named for Grace Kelly in 1956, this isn't just a bag, it's a blueprint for femininity, distilled into leather and lore. But to appreciate its allure, we must rewind to its roots in the 1930s, when Hermès birthed the sac Curoise strap bag, a utilitarian carry-all for the equestrian set. It evolved into the Kelly under Robert Dumas' watchful eye, transforming from a saddlebag sidekick to a standalone star. What makes the Kelly tick? At its core, it's about architecture in miniature. Available in sizes from the pint-sized 11 cm mini Kelly, perfect for a lipstick, and a wink to the cavernous 50 cm weekend warrior. It scales without sacrificing silhouette. The classic 25 cm or 28 cm hits that sweet spot, compact enough for day to night, capacious for secrets or a small dog. If you're Kelly level fabulous. Dimensions? Roughly 11.4 times 7.9 times 4, 7 inches for the 25 centimeters. But it's the form that fascinates. A trapezoidal frame with a single rigid handle, curving like a dancer's arm. Unlike totes, it demands to be held, a subtle assertion of control in a chaotic world. Craftsmanship is where the Kelly sings. Each is hand-stitched by a single artisan, in one of Hermès French ateliers. Think Pantin or Lauviers, where leather whispers under saddle-stitched needles. This cell technique, inherited from saddlery, uses 2 needles threading waxed linen for diamond pattern seams that 1T unravel for generations. Leathers? A veritable love letter to hides. Epsom textured scratch-resistant calfskin, the workhorse. Togo soft pebbled with a velvety nap. Clemens supple, slouchy for a lived-in vibe. Or exotics like alligator and ostrich for those quiet luxury flexes that scream wealth without shouting. Colors span 50+ shades from eternal noir to seasonal stunners like the 2025 Rouge Redoux, a fiery red evoking sunset over the Seine. Styling sets it apart. 2 variants rule. The return turned out features soft edges and saddle stitching, giving a romantic rumple, ideal for the bohemian at heart. The celly or saddle stitch, ed on the outside, is sharper, with piped seams for a quilted architectural edge. Think boardroom boss babe. Hardware? Palladium silvery, modern or gold-plated vintage glamour, with a signature clochette lock and keys tucked in a leather fob. Straps? Detachable for crossbody or shoulder, but purists carry by hand, channeling Kelly's regal grip. Culturally, the Kelly is a chameleon. Grace hid her pregnancy with it. Victoria Beckham hoards dozens like Birkin trophies, and in 2025, it's reselling for $200,300 retail, a 25 centimeters in rare swift leather, fetching $50,000+ at auction. But beyond bling, its philosophy, restraint in excess. In an insta age of overshare, the Kelly closes with a satisfying click, guarding your world like a velvet vault. Pair it with a 2005 spring-summer sheer mesh tunic from Hermès Runway, translucent layers in tonal blues, and you've got old world poise meets new wave whisper. It's not just carried, it's curated. The Birkin bag, Jane's rebellion, leather's legacy. Enter the Birkin, the anti-Kelly, the bag that said screw structure, give me slouch. Born in 1984 from a transatlantic tantrum, it's the handbag equivalent of a punk rock anthem in a symphony hall. Jane Birkin, the free-spirited Anglo-French siren of blow-up fame, was en route to Paris when her overflowing straw basket burst mid-flight. Seated next to Jean-Louis Dumas, then CEO, she lamented the lack of a practical yet chic alternative. He grabbed a spew bag, yes, the airsick kind, sketched a prototype, and promised leather love. By 1985, the Birkin 40 debuted, larger, loop-handled and laced with casual cool. Physically, it's the Kelly's bolder sibling, wider about 11.8 times 7.9x, 6.3 inches for the 30 centimeters classic, with 2 rolled top handles for easy toting. No rigid frame here, it slouches open at the top, secured by a belted flap turn lock. And those iconic leather-wrapped keys on a cane. Sizes range from the micro 20 centimeters evening flirt to the mega 40 centimeters diaper duty dynamo, but 25, 30, and 35 reign supreme. The 30 centimeters? Goldilocks perfect, fits a laptop, lunch and life's little luxuries without bulk. Like its counterpart, the Birkin's soul is in the making. One artisan 18-25 hours to 100+ stitches, all by hand in France. Leathers, mirror the Kelly Schroster, Togo for tactile temptation, Epsom for endurance, or Chimeo goatskin with a subtle grain for edge. Exotics the anti, crocodile and blue hydra a 205 deep sea blue turns, heads like a Birkin shaped, submarine, stitching, saddle only no cellular sharpness. It's all about that soft, sculpted fold over flap, hardware gleams in palladium or gold, with the clochette echoing the Kelly but feeling freer floppier. The Birkin's magic lies in its duality, heirloom heir apparent by day, rock and roll relic by night. Jane herself auctioned her original in 2016 for $245K. Proceeds to kids' charities. Proof it's more than merch. Resale? Stratospheric. A 2025 price hike pushed US retail to $12,000 plus for basics. But so TBC's flips at $30K, $500,000 for rarities. It's investment armor in uncertain times, holding value like Hermès family bonds. Tying to today, the Birkin evolves without apology. Fall-Winter 2025 introduces 6 new styles, including Birkin tweaks in vert mangrove and high green nodding to equestrian roots, and padded variants for plush protection. Imagine slinging a Birkin 25 in grease Pantone smoky gray over a spring-summer 2025 pant set. Mesh overlays and matching neutrals, blending Birkin's boho with Hermès hand-hewn heritage. Its rebellion refined. Jane's spill became a saga, proving luxury isn't born perfect. It's stitched into being. 2025 drops, where classics collide with couture freshness. Hermès does NT drop collections. Like streetwear hype beasts, it unveils them like chapters in an ongoing epic, each page turning with workshop wisdom. In 2025, the Maison marries its saddleborn classics to forward-facing flair, proving timeless isn't terminal, it's transformative. Spring-summer runway, themes drawn to craft, anchored in leather ateliers, shifted forms from functional to fluid. Think Birkin-inspired. Slouch pouches in sheer mesh, layered for a hazy horsehair haze. 11 new handbags bowed, fusing heritage leathers with modern motifs. A Kelly-esque mini in blue tie navy with subtle stripes, or a Birkin bolstered by bow-light echoes. All in 6 fresh hues: rouge redoux, radiant red for rebel hearts, vert mangrove jungle verdant, blue hydra oceanic depth, grease Pantone urban fog, grease argent silvery whisper, and the returning classics in updated palettes. Fall-winter counters with 6 innovations, spotlighting Birkin and Kelly evolutions. Picture a Birkin 30 in padded Epsom, echoing equestrian padding for plush portability, or a Kelly 28 with detachable, modular straps for hybrid carry, hand-shoulder, or crossbody chaos. Beauty joins the fray. Autumn-winter's limited edition lipsticks and eyeshadow palette arrive in revamped packaging, sleek sculptural cases mimicking bag cloches, in shades syncing with bag blues, Hydra-inspired smoky liners. No celeb splash. Hermshire's architects for IMM Sive installs, like Paris Fashion Week's mesh, draped ateliers evoking harness looms. These releases aren't add-ons, they're dialogues. A 2025 Kelly and new blue Hydra pairs with S tunics, turning princess poise into poolside poetry. Birkins and Rouge Reduce scream against FW smoothie neutrals, blending Jane shit set with Axel's Artisan Army, amid Quada's 2 bags year for most clients and tariff-tweaked prices US. Birkins up 5-10 in May. Scar City sharpens desire. Hermès, 11.5% growth forecast underscores it. In a faltering luxury lane, innovation rooted in roots wins. Hermès now, fortress of finesse in a frenzied world. Flash to November 2025. Hermès stands unbowed. Q3 revenues? 11.9 billion euros, 9% constant rates, fueled by leather up 10%, and silk steady hum. Asia drives 50% of sales, but US devote yes like us creators fuel the fire. With resale rituals, sustainability, 100% traceable supply chains by 2025, vegetable tan leathers, reducing chrome shroom, no digital dazzle, shopping's a sacrament, with new rules curbing flips hello, to bag cap, yet it's accessible artistry, scarves at $400 democratize the dream. Epilogue, the Hermès horizon yours to harness. Hermès isn't a brand, it's a bloodline, from Thierry's traces to Axel's ateliers. Classics like Kelly and Birkin aren't relics, they're runways for reinvention, amplified by 2.0-5's vibrant visions. As you script your next vid or snag that scarf, remember, true luxury lingers. Like a well-worn harness on a sunset ride. What's your Hermès holy grail? Drop it below, let's saddle up the convo.